What's going on, boxing fans? Welcome back to my channel. This is Major Predictions, and it's your boy, Kai King. Yes, it is I, baby. And as always, I appreciate you guys for watching. I mean, it's only been a week, and we already got 15 subscribers. Remember to comment, like, subscribe, do everything you got to do to blow up this channel, right? I had somebody that comments that said, I'm the 14th sub, baby. Yeah, let's go. Come on, let's grow this thing. I'm very happy to be with you guys, and I love boxing, and I love doing this, and I love the comments and the controversy, and that's what makes boxing so interesting, right? It's the controversy, because ultimately, I could be more experienced than you in boxing. You could probably whoop my ass in a real boxing match, but at the same time, we both don't know really what's going to happen. It's all speculation, and that's what makes it so fun and so interesting. So keep it coming. I love the energy. Let's keep it going. Let's go. All right, so let's talk about it. Artur Beterbiev versus Dmitry Bivol. Wow. I mean, the last fight was only a few months ago, and I watched it. I thought it was really good. They were both very calculating. You could tell that they both respected each other's power, and that's the reason why I think that this coming fight, there's either going to be more explosiveness in the ring, because both fighters probably watched the last fight and was like, I probably could have done a little bit more there, or I could have probably, blitzed on him a little bit more here. You get what I'm saying? Or they're both just going to be like, oh, let's just get a paycheck. Let me just, do the same thing as last time. But obviously, Bivol lost the first time, so he's probably going to try a little bit harder. Artur Beterbiev, he's undefeated. Um, let's see if he wants to remain undefeated. Who knows? Some people, they get very comfortable. I'm not saying that Beterbiev is going to be comfortable, but you never know. All right, because with the fighter, sometimes you don't know what's going on in their head.
And I'm hungry. I'm hungry.
You're always hungry.
I'm hungry.
And even if they're very skillful and they got what it takes to win a fight, but there's just something within, between these 6 inches that ain't right, and that could throw the whole fight. So we never know. So ultimately, based on the last fight, this is what I saw. All right. And again, I'm not biased, right? Some of you guys say, oh, you're biased. No, I'm not. I don't have a favorite. I mean, I did make money off of the last fight, meaning I did bet on Beterbiev winning. And that's because I don't base my predictions and when I make bets based off of, oh, someone's boxing record, or, oh, this person's undefeated, or, I look at a couple things, but styles and skill to me is one of them. And when I see two fighters fighting and I see their two styles, I could kind of simulate in my mind. I know it's crazy, or maybe you don't believe me, but I could kind of put it together and kind of envision how the match is going to go. And the way the fight ended up the first time around is exactly how I pictured it, more or less. So ultimately, I knew that Bivol was going to be, dancing around, and he was going to be the one throwing more punches, because Beterbiev he's more like a hunter and gatherer. He likes to, hunt for his food. I would say that's how I saw it. So let's not even talk about how they normally fight. Let's just talk about how they fought the last time. Okay, so Bivol moving around, and then here and there he was, changing positions, and he would come here and then reset him and come over here, and then during the split second of the reset, he would just come in, pop, 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 right? Give him the quick 1-2, and then he'd be out again. And Beterbiev, he also respected Bivol's power. He's very calculated. Notice how when Beterbiev comes in, he might have you up against the ropes, and I saw him. It's either he really has that much respect and love for Bivol that he didn't jump on him, or maybe he was tired, or he's just that calculating where he doesn't let his hands go like the way he does. Because I saw him get Bivol up against the ropes in the corner a few times, and he just let Bivol out of there. He didn't even go all crazy as I expected. And Bivol, he's a warrior at the end of the day. He definitely respected Beterbiev's power. I can tell. There were a few times where he was just backing away. I could kind of tell he was hurt. And, Beterbiev just let him go, which was crazy to me. I mean, he was missing a lot of the punches that I wanted him to throw. But ultimately, if you ask me who I think won the last fight, um, if we're talking boxing, like real pure boxing, I think Bivol took it, only because he landed more punches and he was busier. But in terms of a real fight, I think Beterbiev won that fight, and I'm going to explain why. Okay, so we're talking about boxing, we're talking about points, right? Bivol definitely outlanded Beterbiev. There's no questions asked. But if we look at the whole fight, Beterbiev was the one that was actually pressing Bivol the whole time. I mean, Bivol never really made Beterbiev back up. I mean, there were a few times where he called Beterbiev and Beterbiev was a little bit off balance, but Beterbiev is the type, he'll take punches and he'll keep coming at you, hands up. Once in a while, he'll do a slip or two, but he doesn't really waste any movements. And he basically capitalizes on your mistake, and they both do. But like I said, I just saw Beterbiev hunting Bivol the whole time throughout the match. So if you talk about a real fight, like let's say if we were in the streets, right? Let's not even talk about boxing. If you are fighting somebody and you're constantly the one that's backing away and moving around and you're kind of afraid of that person hitting you, I mean, how would it look like to the audience or even like your peers, right? And I think that's what the judges was looking at, was the fact that Beterbiev was pretty much dominating from round 1 to round 12 in a sense of um ring generalship, right? Because he was taking over the whole ring, and Bivol was the one that was actually the one that was moving around, and it seemed like Bivol was scared to get hit. I mean, there were a few times where obviously he was like, you know what, this, and then he just went in on him. But come on, let's be real, it's Beterbiev. Beterbiev hits like a truck. Okay, so that's why I think even in this second fight, unless Bivol is conditioned to the point where he can absorb Beterbiev's punches, I think it's gonna end up being the same thing because there have been a lot of fighters. I mean, I watched the fight with Yard and Beterbiev. It was an excellent fight, great fight. But Beterbiev's power, man, it's just that thing's out of this world. So I just don't, unless, like I said, unless Bivol could be that conditioned where he's like, you know what, screw it, I don't even care if I get hit or I get this brain trauma or whatever, and he's just gonna throw down and bite down on his mouthpiece. I think Beterbiev's just going to take it again, honestly, just based off of what I saw the last time, how, he kept pressing him and he kept eating Bivol shots like it was nothing and he just kept coming in. But I just didn't like how he let Bivol off the ropes. Like I said, I don't know if it's because he respects and loves Bivol that much or something wrong with his cardio. He didn't want to expend so much energy because I noticed during the later rounds, meaning like the 10th to 12th round, that's when Beterbiev started pumping up the volume and his corner told him, yo, you need a knockout. So like I said, I don't know if it's because Beterbiev's leg was messed up. He ain't really get to work on his cardio like that. But yeah, so here's the answer. I see the whole match going up to 12 rounds. And I just anticipate Beterbiev pressing Bivol the same exact way, but this time Bivol's probably going to give him a little bit more resistance. He's probably gonna maybe even stay in the pocket and bang with him, which wouldn't be wise for him because honestly, that's what Beterbiev wants. You can see it. He doesn't waste too much energy. He just walks you down. He gets you in the corner. He just starts hitting you with certain shots, and he knows he can hurt anybody that he touches. So that pretty much sums it up. And once again, thank you guys for watching. If you guys think different, comment below. I love the controversy and I love hearing people's different opinions. I even like it when you guys attack me, like, oh, you're biased. So you gave a horrible breakdown. I love it because guess what? I still appreciate you for watching the video, number one. Number two, you telling me what you didn't like or maybe what you didn't see or what you wanted to see will just make these videos a lot better. So until next time, all right, peace. Stay safe out there. It's a lot of crazy people out there. I don't know where y'all from, but where I'm from, it's a lot of crazy people out there. So, all right, make sure your hands up.